Hello and welcome to my original gamer. Last episode we built this craft right here. It works pretty well. Didn't explode on me, thankfully. But I want to do something different now, so I'm going to return to workbench. What we're going to do today is we're going to make a fuel tanker at the dock over here. I have a basic idea what I want it to be, but it's just going to be a learning experience for me because I've made loads of boats, but they were kind of slow ones. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to create new vehicle. I've got this weight block, and this is going to be for stabilization on the craft. So I'm going to put a few of these around like that. I think this is going to be a little bit longer, so I'm going to put it up over here. I don't want it this big, so I'm going to cut a little bit off. I'm going to put a little slit in between so it, I don't know, just looks better. So I've got a base here. I'm going to spawn it in and see what it looks like. Of course it's going to sink to the bottom, but I think it needs to be a little bit longer and a little bit wider. Okay, I think I deleted it, so let's restart. So put this over here like that, and that looks pretty good so far. I am going to put a little bit off right here because I just want the, wait, I don't actually want it like that. I'll just delete that one, and I'm going to do that instead. It's going to go all the way to the top. Oops. So it's like that. And then I'm going to put one of these. I'm going to put it like that. Oops. Again. So this is a quite decent shape. So now I'm going to put something like that. And I'm going to slowly cut it back like that. I want it to be like kind of like a stubby nose, so I'm going to put a little bit of a stubby nose on there. I'm going to keep going back. You can put any design you want, but I'm just going to play like this. Now I'm going to just delete the access bit, like the leftover piece. Just make sure not to cut off any of the points on your ship. So I've got a pretty decent bit right there. So now I'm going to take the inverse pyramid and I'm going to flip it around like that. And I'm going to put it up like that. I'm going to do this for all. Oops. I'm going to do this for all of the little bits, so I'm just going to cut this bit out. Or not. I'm going to put it up. I might even put it up a little bit more if I do it a little bit, if I want it taller. I'm going to put it up. All the way up. 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 Did I say it was going to be a tanker? I think I did. So I'm going to put it back like that. I'm going to put it up. In this episode, I think I'm going to just do the whole hull of the ship, and in the next episode, I think I'm going to do the engine and all of the components. Up. Last one. Up. And at this little bit, I'm going to get a wedge. I'm going to put it like that, and I'm going to go up again like that. So I have that looks pretty good for that little bit. So now I'm just going to put one of these, and I'm just going to keep going up with the blocks. Here we go. Oops. After this lip bit, I'm going to put some edge on the side, so it looks pretty good. Not just a flat bottom. So you can see this is a pretty good bottom, front of the ship. But now I'm going to delete that little bit right there. Going to delete this bit right here. I'm going to delete that one up there. Then I'm going to put wedges. Let me put a block there so it looks. Then I'm going to put a wedge right there. Turn it around. Now I'm going to put it all the way back. Like that. Keep going back to here. So now I have this little side bit on the deck, but now I have this little thingy bit right here. So I'm just going to fill it in with pyramids. Like that. So now it looks pretty good. So now I'm going to put walls up on the sides. Going to put it like that and like that. I'm going to do something to the back of here after I spawn it in. I just deleted one of the things, so I'm just going to fill it in with that. So now I have some walls up on here. So now it's like an enclosed a little bit. So now I've got something this big, pretty big, and I can hold it a lot. So now I'm going to just return it to the workbench. And now I'm going to go inside, and actually I'm going to go to the back. I'm going to delete this bit right here, right there. Like that. Now I'm going to play up like that. Like that. And put like that. Like that. And put these on the side like that so it looks good. There. And we'll put one right there like that. And because it needs to be watertight, I'm going to put after this I'm going to put one like that. One like that. One of these, and then I'm going to close it up. The reason I done this is so the propellers, they come out here and they can propel us forward a little bit more because they're more in the water instead of being just back here. So now I'm just going to put a simple roof on. And to delete that bit, put that bit in, and then from the bottom I'm going to, that's a trick that I found out. Now I'm going to go up like this, and I'm going to go back with the wedge. Like that. And put something like that. Can't get it up right now. Struggling. Round and up. Technical difficulties. Actually, I'm going to put a pole there so it looks, so I can do that, that, that. At first it doesn't matter where you place them right here. Just have to get the right angle to get them in place. Technical difficulties. I'm having a really hard time with this. It's like fighting with a crocodile. Oops. Delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that, delete all of that. Delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that. And one last one. 3. I'm not going to do it for that one because I'm so bad at it. I'm going to play it like that. Up, up. Up, up. Up, up. Boom, 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 boom. In there, and that's about it right there. Right there, that looks pretty good. So now I'm just going to put it back. On tankers, they have normally a little walkway in the middle. So I'm going to put a small little walkway up here. It's not going to be that high. I think it's going to be about that high. That was a mistake. I don't want that little under bit. I want it to be free. Right there. At the back, tankers normally have the cab thing, so I'm just going to mark it out. I think I'm going to have a staircase right there. Two staircases, a door right there, and two other doors right there. And I'm just going to have a bit like that right there. That looks pretty good for the outline of the cab. Going to build one of the posts up like that, like so, and just going to pull it up like that. Perfect. Up and up and up like that. I am going to delete this little bit right there, and I'm going to fill posts in like that right there. So it looks pretty good. Going to delete another block, delete them too. That was a mistake again. So it looks pretty good so far, but I'm actually going to put the staircase somewhere else. Actually, I'm going to put it right there. That's 4. Then it goes up and I think that's about the size of the and put these on the edge right there. Right there and right there. So I have a pretty basic set shape so far. And I'm also going to put a staircase over here, like that, going up. Now I'm going to put, instead of just normal blocks right there, I'm going to put weight blocks, like there. In the future, I'm going to put tanks right there for the water or whatever, the oil or the diesel. So I'm going to put 2 staircases right there, got a staircase right there, and put 2 doors right there. Now I'm going to spawn it in, see what it looks like. Oops. I landed right in the cab where there was no door. Going to put it in. And I done the exact same thing. So I'm going to spawn it in again. One last try. Please, please. Yeah. It hurt me a little bit, but it's okay. So this looks like a pretty good thing so far. now the staircase, I'll be able to walk up here. It's just going to be like a normal tanker. So this, I think this might conclude our episode. This is going to be part 1 of tanker build, and I'll see you in maybe a few days. But by any chance, when you're down there, can you click the bell? Can you subscribe and turn on your notifications? Actually, can you click the thumbs up button, the subscribe button, and turn on your notifications. If your subscribe button is red, you have to click it so it's grey, just like the ship is going to be. And I'll see you in a few days, and I haven't been uploading, so bye.